Okay, so hi everyone, welcome again to our videos in psychological statistics. Now we're going to talk about our topic, the functions of variables. So we have talked about types of variables already. Now we're going to talk about the functions of those variables. And it talks about their intrinsic property of how that variable is being used in the study. It depends on the role of that variable in the research paper that you're talking about. It is very important though if we investigate about cause and effect. And we have two distinctions of the different types of functions of variables. It's either going to be independent or dependent. So this is important in your I think in your science projects way back then, it's important to determine the independent variable and the dependent variable. But in research, it's even more important that you should, first thing, you should determine which is the independent and which is or are the dependent variable. Now let's first talk about the independent variable. From the word itself, it is sometimes called experimental or predictor variable. Independent, it doesn't depend on anything. It is already there. It is the variable being manipulated in an experiment in order to observe the effect this has on the dependent variable. So it's already there. It's experimental and it's actually the one that the researcher manipulates. It is a treatment, a program, a cause. It may be a group as well in some social science researches and such. The thing is, we're the one who manipulates, or we chose the independent variable and we manipulate it. For the other side, we have the dependent variables, also called as the outcome variables. It is the variable that is dependent on what we manipulate, on what we do, what we cause the independent variables to work on. This is what is affected. The dependent variable is the one which is affected by the independent variable. These are the effects or the outcomes. Now let's try to see it for an example of how to determine in a certain problem which are the independent and which are the dependent variables. So for instance, let's consider this study or problem, the effects of a new educational program on student achievement. Now, what do you think is the independent variable? I'm going to give you some time with that. Remember, it's the one that we manipulate, it's the cause, it's the program, it's the one that we tweak. So here, if you haven't figured out that yet, our independent variable is the program, the new educational program. Now, we're tweaking that. That's a program that we're doing. That's the manipulation. We're going to do things about that. And we're going to check if this independent variable has an effect with the dependent variable, which is 3, 2, 1, the measures of achievement or students' achievement. So what are the effects of this new program, this independent variable, to student achievement? So that's going to be our dependent variable. Next example, this study is taken from Madia and Lasig 2022 based on their paper uploaded in Digital Commons. This is their problem. Question: is there a significant difference in the student respondents' library anxiety level when they are grouped according to their profile, such as sex, age, and frequency of library visit? So what is first? Let me ask you the independent variable first. What do we manipulate? What is the cause? What is the treatment, the program, or we can have it as groupings as well, as I have said a while ago. So, what is our independent variable? Our independent variables are actually the ABC. So, sex is an independent variable, age is an independent variable, frequency of library visit is also an independent variable. In this context, we see the independent variables as grouping variables as well. So, we're the ones who tweak them. We're going to check if there's a significant difference according to sex. So, we manipulate sexes, we manipulate the ages, and when you manipulate the frequency of library visits. Now that goes to the question, what is our dependent variable? What could be changed, okay, after we manipulate the profile of our respondents? What do you think? Okay, so our dependent variable is actually the student's library anxiety level. Okay, their library anxiety level. So we tweak something with this, we will see based on a dependent variable what is the effect after tweaking the profile as like sex, the age, and the frequency of library visit, and then we're going to see that as the result in their library anxiety level. Okay, and that's it for our videos for functions of variables. Thank you very much, and in the next video we will be working on, and we'll be talking about our last video for our first chapter, which will be measurement skills. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye.